Denny, you're likely on these cells right now. What are you seeing? Good evening.
Good evening, Brett. Right now, I'm on or heading towards Highway 16 from Morris, looking back to the northwest over toward Beggs. I've seen a little lowering every once in a while, but it's kind of hard because it is getting rain wrapped at times. So I have not been able to confirm a tornado on the ground, but it is a good rotation with it. It is good circulation, and at times I have seen a lowering with the storm.
Okay, Denny Bryson, watching that storm carefully for us as it moves eastward. Let's go over to Stephen Romo. He has got some pictures for us. Stephen, the other part of the story here tonight is going to be the flash flood warnings that we continue to see.
Absolutely. As we saw earlier in Elk City, there was a lot of flooding. You can see these pictures sent to us by Susan Hammond over here. Once we get this pulled up, we showed you in our newscast earlier, there's just so much flooding out there. This is a pickup truck out here. The water is so high. Another reminder, when you see floodwaters like that, you have to turn around. You can't try to drive through it. We tell you that time and time again because these accidents continue to happen. You can see more of this flooding here. It just looks like the yards completely turned into water out there in Elk City earlier. We've already been dealing with so much water out there so far, and storm damage in general. Whatever we're getting today is not going to be helpful to that. You can see another picture again from Susan Hammond in Elk City saying more rain out there is continuing to cause problems right now. We're, of course, continuing to keep you updated as much as we can on Twitter and on online. You can see our live stream anytime. We'll head back over to Brett now.
All right, Stephen, and this is the tornado warning that is in effect till 9 o'clock for Latimer County. So there's 3 tornado warnings right now in effect until 9 o'clock. The one down in Latimer County, the one in Okfuskee County, and also the one in Okmulgee County with the city of Beggs that would be in the most direct path of the one that's in Okmulgee County. And again, there's nothing confirmed on that storm. That's a severe thunderstorm warning that is capable of producing a tornado. But this one down here in parts of Latimer County has actually shown the strongest rotation of the evening, and possibly there could be a tornado that has touched down at times. So this is going to be Derek Massengale's feed over there that you're looking in the lower left-hand corner, and you can see right now he's in tremendous and torrential rainfall, and that's what we're experiencing in Tulsa County. So we've got the rainfall that's happening in Tulsa County, some stronger winds, but right now Tulsa County does not have a severe thunderstorm warning like we had earlier in the evening. It's a significant weather advisory, meaning we're likely getting winds 40 to 50 miles an hour, but we're also getting the torrential rainfall. And then, of course, we have the flash flood warnings that will just be added as we go, as the storms move to the east. Every time the storms move into a county, it automatically goes to a flash flood warning just because we've had so much rain recently. Okay, so this is a new tornado warning now till 9:30, and this goes Haskell and Latimer County, and now we're looking at Kinta and Red Oak in the path of this storm. So this is not letting up yet. The rotation is still showing up on radar. Red Oak is in the path of that storm, so it's right over here is Red Oak. And again, we had a tornado there. I believe it was last Saturday. So, or not last Saturday, but 2 Sundays ago, we had Red Oak get hit with a tornado, and the Craven Fire Department suffered some damage. So this is the second time in 2 weeks the folks down in Latimer County have had to deal with severe thunderstorms. All right, so Derek Massengale now live, and let's see if we can pull up Derek's feed there in the lower right-hand corner. Let's talk to Derek. Derek, tell us what you're seeing at this time.
Brett, I'm actually in Sand Springs now properly. There's a great deal of rain at this time. The winds have picked up a little bit. But as you can see from my vantage point here, the water is just pouring off the quick trip here. And running down the roads on 412 as I came into Sand Springs, there was literally traffic at a crawl because the water was so deep on the highway itself. And it was just not possible to go any faster than 30 miles an hour.
Have you seen anyone that has been stranded or stalled out in any water here so far this evening?
Not at this time. I haven't. I've got a couple little area spots here in Sand Springs that I know of that I'm going to head over to and see if there's anybody that's gotten themselves in a place they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, right, exactly. We always say turn around and don't drown for sure. All right,
exactly.
So a lot of deep water out there. That's the other concern. And, of course, we have the concern for the storms that are showing rotation down in parts of Okfuskee and Okmulgee County. So we'll let Derek get back to work, and we'll check in with him in just a little bit. All right, thanks, Derek. Derek Massengale tonight live in Sand Springs for us. And as we take a look at the radar here, and you can see the line, believe it or not, it looks like it's even slowing down, if that's possible. This was once looked like it was bowing out a little bit with some stronger winds, and now it just kind of looks like it's congealing and converging. And as John Hollingshead pointed out here, so he's headed up the Muskogee Turnpike, and last week we had that situation where we had that one cell just kind of race up, and that was a tornado-warned cell similar to this, and it raced up into the line, and then as it merged with the line, the rotation on that storm increased just enough to where we had a spin up, and it created that tornado near Oneida and Oneida Road, and of course out to just the southeastern parts of Broken Arrow, and then it went all the way up. It touched down several different times as it went up toward Choteau and Interstate 44. It just kind of skipped its way all the way up until it left the state and moved across into the Arkansas border. So here's where we stand right now. This is tremendous rainfall coming down, and then we have the tornado warnings embedded within all of this tremendous rainfall. And we have about another minute on a couple of these warnings, so we want to see if these will be allowed to expire, if they'll be extended. We'll wait and see what the Weather Service does with these. But right now, we've got these tornado warnings that are in effect, and you can watch this little thing. Watch how that just kind of spins. So that might be something to watch very carefully here, the southeastern corner of Tulsa County and the western part of Muskogee County and the southwestern part of Wagner County. So we'll watch that carefully here for the next couple of minutes. Meantime, we have stronger thunderstorms rolling through the McAllister area, trying to hook up with these tornado-warned storms down here around south of Red Oak in Latimer County, moving into Haskell County. So this goes until 9:30 tonight for Latimer and Haskell County, and there's Stigler in the central part of the county. So it looks like that cell's trying to rotate really due north. Okay, so now the tornado warnings are gone for Okfuskee and Okmulgee County. So we'll wait a minute here or so and see if this is reissued as it was last time that they allowed the one in Okfuskee County to expire, and then they reissued it up into Okmulgee County. So we'll watch that carefully. Meantime, severe thunderstorm warning now is out here just to the border of Craig County, so through Nowata County and the northwestern corner of Mays County. Let's go to Tim Pryor, our elite storm chaser, who is out in Pryor tonight, where Rocklahoma is happening right now. And Tim, what's the latest out in Pryor and Rocklahoma this evening?
They still have all the stages closed down and everybody evacuated to their cars, and they're just kind of waiting to see what the weather does right now.
Yeah, well, we know that for sure, and I can tell you this, and if you could relay this to anybody, there's going to be some very heavy rainfall that moves through there within the next hour to hour and a half. So it's kind of slowing down just a little bit, but it eventually will push over into the Pryor area. But it looks like it's kind of almost lining up and slowing down, and that would not be good for anyone from Bartlesville to Skytook, Tulsa, down through Bixby, all the way through Muskogee, down through Okmulgee, right along Highway 75 essentially, because now you'd be looking at just almost a training effect where you'd have rain coming right over top of the same areas. And some of the data on Thursday and Friday indicated that there could be this 4 to 6 inch swath right down Highway 75, and so indeed that might be what we're looking at that's taking place here tonight. So severe and life-threatening flash flooding is imminent or going to occur as we head through the overnight hours tonight. So we want everyone to be safe, not only from the severe thunderstorm warnings or the tornado warnings that we've had so far this evening, but also from the flash flooding that we've seen that has been in effect. So severe thunderstorm warning right here. Let's find out how long that goes. This should go, I think, up until about 9:30, and then that one will be 9:45 for the severe thunderstorm warning for Nowata, Rogers, and Washington County. And you've got about 7,000 folks impacted by that. And if we track that storm and find out where it's headed, and again, it might be difficult to figure out exactly where it's kind of headed. It looks like Delaware and Nowata and Oologah are in the path of that storm. So it's right here, this